Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show, Insurance Talk 101. I'm your host, Richard Paul, owner of Linked Local and Agency AI.
It's great to be here with you, Richard.
Peter, why don't we kind of tell me just a little bit about your background and kind of how you came about?
ReferMe IQ spawned out of my background, and incidentally, speaking of love, I love your audience because I have been one of them. And I still am actually licensed in Georgia. But we serve, our top market that we serve, that we help you solve for referrals and converting those referrals actually is independent insurance agents. So always love talking to insurance agents. And in fact, that's how my career with referrals originated. I started out right out of college, I'll date myself, but in the early 80s as an insurance agent for John Hancock. And I came from the school of make 1,000 cold calls a week to book 30 to see 6 to maybe acquire 1 to 3 and all the misery and rejection and hangups that go along with that. So that's where I began. And that was great in a way. It was a great school of hard knocks. But then I transitioned into the financial planning business with a company that is now called Ameriprise Financial as a financial advisor. And I said to myself, it's just not sustainable to do it that way. It's just a burnout way to do it. And then I went to a training class with the guru of the industry of referrals at the time, who taught a system in terms of how to build a referral-based business. So I took that, I told him I'd split all my cases 50-50 for a year if he taught me how to do it. I created that system, applied it to my practice. It exploded because I worked on referrals. I went from 1,000 calls a week to 5 calls a week. And then I got turned on to lead others and build organizations within the organization. So hired and trained thousands of financial advisors and agents. But my real passion and love was helping them to build a referral-based business. So the guys that I trained, Richard, were making 5 calls a week when everybody else, they were playing golf on Wednesdays, date night with their wives and spouses and significant others. So I saw the power of it, and I saw the power of the impact we had on consumers' lives at the same time. So I did all of that for 25 years. Last 10, I was a senior VP. I ran all of our national distribution organization of 8,000 financial advisors. Retired from that world 14 years ago to kind of pursue my entrepreneurial muscles that I've always been involved in lots of businesses since I was a kid. And I said to myself, what business do I want to start for myself? Because I was so involved in other people's businesses. And I said, you know what? I'm passionate about referrals. I know how it works. I had a manual system. Has anybody created any great technology out there that makes the behaviors easy that we all wished we could do, would do, want to do, but just can't get ourselves to do? Can we create technology around those things that make an insurance agent more referable, generate referrals, and convert them? And so I put a lot of dough into this to create that technology, built a great team with people like Chayton and others. And we've been rocking for 5 years with this thing with financial advisors, insurance agents, attorneys, and CPAs. So that's kind of the history. We're about 5 years old doing what we've been doing. And I love it because it takes everything that I've learned and created something that's replicatable that an agent can take off the shelf and it'll do all the key behaviors that they wish they could do, maybe haven't been trained to do, or just on a particular day can't get themselves to do. So that's kind of my history.